And there we have it. We created our first rule. Now we shall create a rule for translating this quality index into quality value. We shall do this with a decision rule. We of course need the quality value as the output node, not as the input node, as is now created. However, we also have undo, so we'll undo the creation and make another try. Quality value. We shall now create the decision rule node here and connect it with the required nodes. Here, upon clicking properties, we get another screen for creating this rule. We shall click add to add a new rule, and the wizard comes up. First page asks us to select what input nodes we want to use in this rule. Input nodes are those nodes that go into a rule. It doesn't matter if they are input nodes called in the graph or output nodes, because output nodes can also go in the rule as was demonstrated. We shall select the only one we have. And here we make atomary rules. For instance, if quality index is lesser than 5, so for this rule, now here we can connect those atomary rules into one, but since we have only one atomary rule, here it's the same, but for different input nodes, but we have only one input node. Here is the visualization of the rule. As we can see, rule without person quality index, and if that index is lesser than 5. We shall call this rule 5. A descriptive name, and define output for this rule. If it's lesser than 5, we shall call it small. So quality value will be small. We shall now create the same rule just for greater than 5. Greater or equal 5. Okay. And precisely the same steps. And if it's greater than 5, we shall call it large. The value. Okay. And so we have defined our output quality value of the person. And now our main rule, which this all has been just an introduction to, it's our Jack Welch rule. Jack Welch once said that any person that makes low productivity is younger than some age needs to be fired. So we shall create that. Rule node 4 and person's age. Person age. So we will put them both into this rule node. The inputs and person's employment as the output. And we shall create a rule like this. Precisely the same as previous. Now we have two input nodes, and we shall create this kind of rule. If the person is younger than 30 years and his quality value is small, shall create it. So if person age lesser than 30 and person quality value equals small, I shall call it Jack Welch rule. and define output employed no. Okay. Now we shall try testing this rule. However, for testing we also need some sort of input. And since we have just created this model, we of course don't have any input. So we will create some input for the testing. We do this by going to File, Input Overview of Testing Data. We can go to Variables Input or Overview. If we go to Overview, we shall see all the classes on the left side and created objects in the database on the right side. However, we have nothing created, so we don't see anything. So we shall create something. KPI, Communication Skills 3, Motivation 3, Productivity 3. Or better yet, let's put it at 1. And we see here the created. Double clicking on it will open the window for editing it. So we shall create another quality. Index 0 value not defined. And the person, age 25, employed yes, first name John, last name Doe. So we have created something. On the next screen we need to associate these objects with one another. We shall up here select person, and we see on the lower side we see the created persons. Select one, select its member, and down here we see what we have created of the key performance indexes. So double clicking on it will check whether it's really that one we have just created. Also it will happen up here, and we shall associate it as necessary. Click next, and on the last screen we see what we have just created. Okay, click finish. It is now in the database. We can of course check it by clicking Contact Overview. And here we have it. KPI, person, quality. Okay. And we shall now start testing. Okay, this is just the default maximum amount 0. This means infinite amount. Use logging. So this is for replay. And click OK. Okay, on this screen we see the something should be reported. However, now nothing is really reported, but after we turn it off, we see an application dialog for replay. So we want 3-second delay between each replay, number of replays 20, we need only one, but we can stay the default at 20. And after clicking OK, we shall see the replay. These are the inputs. Page 25 was here, if anybody missed it. And we see how it goes. Quality index is 1, value is small, age was 25, and so output person employed no. So we have successfully created the Jack Welch rule. We can of course click parse to see what was generated, but we won't be doing that now. And that's about it from our presentation of this one Jack Welch rule. Thank you.